The year is about to turn, and maybe you're one of those who really wishes to change something. Then you get this nagging feeling of fear, the fear of change. At least that's how I felt last year. But then I found a simple way to turn that fear into something positive. And in this video, I'd like to share this simple method with you. Welcome everybody, I'm illustrator named Casper. A quick flashback to last year. I was sitting with a great wish to create my first YouTube channel. It was going to be great, it was going to be inspiring, it was going to be fun, but something was holding me back. Myself. I was afraid. But afraid of what? Like most other human beings, I was afraid to step out of my comfort zone and start to deal with change. So after several weeks of going back and forth with this wish of creating a YouTube channel, I then one day did something that finally turned me over. How did I do that? The answer lies in this seemingly insignificant piece of paper here. So do you mean? Yes, I actually started jotting down my fears on this piece of paper here, very old school. But by doing this, I made my fears visible and therefore manageable. I found out that my fear of creating this YouTube channel existed of 3 fears. After writing down these 3 concrete fears, I then wrote an answer to each fear. I guess you could call this a positive rebound. Let's take a look at what I actually wrote. So fear number 1. I'm afraid I will never reach enough followers/views on my YouTube channel. My answer to this was, to find out, you have to try. Fear number 2. I'm afraid if creating YouTube films is a waste of time. My answer to that was, if you make content where you're enjoying yourself/use it in your work, it can never be a waste of time. Fear number 3. I'm afraid of the amount of time that will go into editing my videos. My answer to that being, everything is difficult in the beginning. It is good for you to think in new ways. Can't believe I said that. I felt really encouraged after writing down these positive answers to my fears and also seeing how irrelevant and vague my fear really was when it came to play. I actually wrote a couple of more sentences, this time focusing solely on writing positive things that could potentially come out of creating this YouTube channel. They sounded like this. 4. Advantages. I get to pass on knowledge about drawing. I get a passive income after a couple of years, provided I make a lot of videos, of course. I don't physically strain my body. I had this piece of paper here visible in my studio when I was recording and editing films, so that whenever I was trembling or feeling that fear crawling up around my shoulder again, then I could always look at this paper and then feel a comfort because I already dealt with the fear and already had a strategy. I always had a positive answer to one of these fears. So I could deal with fear and move forward and focus on the positive things and then actually do these videos. What I learned from this experience and what I realized is the real magic about this method here is that when I first took out this piece of paper here and started jotting down my fears was when I took the first and the hardest step out of my comfort zone. I hope you found this little method here inspiring, and I wish you the best of luck if you are considering taking a step out of your comfort zone. See you next time and have fun drawing.